Alright people, we are back. Going up, I don't know if you guys recognize the team that we're facing from yesterday, but it's another one of our boy, Not a Hamster, aka Andrew's teams. I feel really bad. I've been using the absolute lowest tier Pokemon that I have. Of course, as we progressed, I included more and more Pokemon. But in the first one, I only really got to use Typhlosion and Fortress, and the second one was Typhlosion and Honchkrow. But this time we're bringing out our Mamoswine. So our boy Mamoswine is going to come through, of course, setting up the rocks as per usual. They go for knockoff, do an insane amount of damage to me because they are a life orb. That stab knockoff hurts, man. We're going to go for rocks real quick. Get them up, get them up. And at this point I'm like, well, I could switch out because they're probably going to go for Sucker Punch, right? And I can go out into Fort Knox and potentially actually get up some spikes. I really wish I had a proper ghost type on the team to be able to spin block, but we do not. But either way, we're going to try to get up spikes to at least get some more damage. They do indeed go for Sucker Punch, and we can eat up any hit they want to go for. I'm going to go for spikes. So the Fortress tries to come in, we can at least take, like, how much would that be? 24-ish, 25 damage. They send out Electivire, because I played the 2 times already at this point, so I knew this Electivire had Flamethrower, as you guys saw from the battle music video yesterday. Let me know what you guys thought about that, bringing back those music videos. The battles were pretty short, and I thought the music was it would have fit pretty well, but this was a longer battle, so I'm going to actually post commentate. The 3 battles that I had with him I couldn't record live, so that's why I'm doing them like this. So we're going to get the heck out of here because we do not want to get hit by that Flamethrower though. Into Mamoswine. I figure I just sack it off now. That exchange allowed us to get spikes up, you know. That's what we got out of that. So they have Electivire in. And what else do I have on the team? Do I have a ground type or something? I just lost my ground type. So at this point, I can send in my choice banded Staraptor, and I was like, man, I know that they have Corsola in the back, so I kind of wanted to go for close combat, but just in case they stayed in, I figured I'd go for, maybe I should have just gone for close combat. It might have killed. They do send in Corsola, and I'm like, man, if I would have just gone for close combat from the start. I thought that Double Edge would still do a pretty good chunk though, being Reckless Stab, but Corsola is a thick Pokemon. And I was looking at it, I was like, well, you know what, yeah, I thought it 2 KO'd, but after the leftovers, it's the leftovers, man, that come in clutch for it. So, I'm like, well, I could switch out here, but I could also just go ahead, oh yeah, I switch out here, because I was like, man, that's not going to kill it. So we switch out into our Feraligatr, because I really want to use Feraligatr. But Staraptor still got some really nice chip on it. As they're going to withdraw, they will get Regenerator, but they'll also take some more hazards. Electivire is going to come in, take even more hazards, so those spikes and stealth rocks are coming through for us. So at this point, I do not want to stay in against this thing. We can easily go out into our boy Faraday. We are choice specs. And the thing is, though, it can't really touch Electivire well. Like, we resist its attacks, but thankfully they Volt Switch and they'll just stay in. And they will take Life Orb in addition to more Hazards Chip. And did they go out into Milotic? No, they wouldn't go into Milotic against this thing. But who do they go out into? Switch-ins? And at this point, they could easily bring back in their Electivire and get the speed boost, so I want to say I just went for Flash Cannon here. Made the most sense. So we're going to hit him with a Specs Flash Cannon, those are going to stay, and this is easily going to take out the Seviper, so Seviper goes down. Thank goodness. And we're just going to wait for them to make their next move. So they send out the Milotic. And like, well, I'm locked into Flash Cannon, unfortunately, but at least they do take more Hazards Chip. The hazards are really coming through for us this game. So at this point I'm like, well, I resist all their attacks. I don't want to go out into Fort Knox and I don't want to go out into Bloom Gang because I don't want to take a stray Ice Beam. So I'll just go out into my Feraligatr and then we can finally start Dragon Dancing up. So here, yeah, they were probably wondering if they should go for Ice Beam or Scald or something like that. Or just Recover. So we send in Feraligatr. As, yep, there's the Ice Beam, predicting the Breloom. But I'm going to go out into my Feraligatr. And here, I'm like, well, I'm just going to go for a Dragon Dance real quick and hope that I do not get burnt by a Scald. So we hit him with the Dragon Dance. And I'm pretty sure they go for Scald here. Yep. And I put out all thoughts of being burned out of my mind. And it did work, thankfully. So at this point we're +1, so my Crunch has Sheer Force Life Orb boosted. That's the best move that we can go for in this case, so we're going to hit him with a Crunch. Do a heck of a lot to Milotic, but they are going to hit us with a Haze. But at this point I'm pretty sure that Crunch can still kill. So do I go for that again or do they switch out? I went for a Dragon Dance again? Really? Why didn't I just go for Crunch? What am I doing? I'm afraid that they might Scald me again and burn me. Yeah, we got punished. I don't know. I guess I thought I was slower than my load, but that's stupid. I should have just gone for another Crunch. Because it probably would have killed. So we got punished, but I guess I just wanted the speed boost, really. So we'll hit him with a Crunch now, which should kill, I think. Yep. So we are burnt, but we do have the speed boost on our side at least. So we can at least hit something for some damage. And not to mention all the hazards. Yeah, probably would have just been still better just a Crunch. But I guess I wanted to, if they sent out Electivire, I still wanted to be able to take it out. So they send in Absol. I mean, I guess in theory I could have still been +1/+1 if I hadn't gotten burnt. But we're going to hit him with another Dragon Dance trying to outplay the Sucker Punch. But they just went for the straight up attack on me. So another misplay on my part. But you know, it happens sometimes. I really thought they'd go for Sucker Punch, but I guess it was too obvious. So good play on their part. I should have just Waterfalled, anticipating them to outplay me. But that was perfectly okay because I know I have a Breloom in the bag. So we're going to go Breloom here. And do we go for the Mach Punch? I mean, that's the best play, right? Just hit him with Mach Punch. They're probably going to go for Sucker. But Mach Punch is still good anyways. Well, if they did go for Sucker and I hit him with a Spore, that would be bad. But yeah, guys, we're looking to start up our YCL season. Just waiting on my opponent. Joey ginned up my team. Yeah, they did go for Sucker Punch. Imagine if, look at that damage. Good grief, that crit, man. I know they're not super luck either. They're justified. Wonder if I went for Spore there, what would happen. But I knew it was the best play. Yeah, especially since we're Life Orb, yeah. But, yeah. So Joey helped me gin up my Mons, and looking forward to taking on Abomination anytime. They do send out Jumpluff, which I know is going to be faster than me. At the time, I didn't know its moveset, but I feared an Acrobatics to the face, which would easily kill me, even with its super low attack stat. So I'm going to get the heck out of here. And this Jumpluff is actually a problem. I remember facing Jumpluff in the past, and it's been a problem for me, so I knew what it could do and what it was capable of. But I went in and just went Fort Knox. Then to go for Strength Sap here, as I'm just like trying to suss out what moves it has, and it's able to recover up quite a good chunk. So just gonna Volt Switch here. I could have gone for a Gyro Ball, but I thought they might switch out. They go for a Leech Seed, so good thing I didn't stay in because I don't want to. So I'm gathering more information. I'm like, okay, Strength Sap, Leech Seed. I'm like, what in the heck else does this thing have? So I go ahead and go out into Faraday, knowing that I could, or do I? Yeah, we go Faraday. Knowing that they can't do anything to me as they get more leftovers recovery. And I want to say here, I mean, they still have Electivire, but I don't think it can take a Flash Cannon after hazards. Or do we really go for Thunderbolt here? No, I want to say I went for Flash Cannon. I guess I went for Thunderbolt. Yeah, they go for Sleep Powder and unfortunately connect after the previous game where they went for Sleep Powder on Typhlosion and it missed. So thankfully we're able to make it through. And we're going to get the heck out of... No, not for on Typhlosion, because Typhlosion is faster. They went for it on Honchkrow. That's right. So Sleep Clauses activate, so I'm going to go Amistar. So I'm like... So now at this point they revealed to me their whole moveset. They are Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, Strength Sap, and U-Turn. All three of which, I mean, its attacks, they can't really hit Braylen. So I'm just like, man. So they're going to take some nice hazards, Chip, as I'm in with this thing now. Thing is, I really wish I'd taken this thing out earlier because it would have just been over. I could have just been double-edging everything. I'm going to go for a close combat, which I knew that Jump Love was coming. I should have just gone for another Brave Bird. Because I knew that it would take a good chunk either way. So misplay on my part. But look at how much it still does to this thing. But it is faster and it will be able to Strength Sap potentially, so I'm kind of afraid of that. I'm telling you, man, this Jump Bluff is super annoying. So we'll just go out into Fort Knox here. Because I'm thinking, well, I can at least Gyro Ball the dang thing. Because it's pretty fast, relatively. I'm assuming they're max speed. I guess I didn't try. It could have been max defense. Staraptor could have potentially been faster, but I didn't want to risk it. So as soon as they make their play, we're going to get the heck out of here. But yeah, I recorded pretty much all these like in bulk. So this is like the last one that was recorded in bulk, so I really got to get back on my grind. I've just been playing Fire Emblem, not going to lie. Taking a little bit of a break from Pokemon. Because I just want Pokemon Home to come out, man. Yeah, they go for the Strength Sap. And I probably should have thought about that before I went for Gyro Ball. Or I set up another layer of spikes, actually. Because I'm like, well, they keep switching in and out. So I'll at least get Corsola some more damage to try to cancel out the Regenerator. I'm assuming they go Electivire, yeah. Who is going to take even more hazards. So after this, it's basically dead. So I knew that it can't afford to switch out, otherwise it's a dead Pokemon. Especially with those spikes. The hazards are coming through. So I'm pretty sure they're going to go for Flamethrower. But my Magnezone is still asleep, so that's the only one I'm worth risking right now. Even though it does open up another Sleep Powder from Jump Bluff, I'm potentially risking losing to it here. As yep, there's the Flamethrower to take us out, unfortunately. And honestly, might have been better. Though I was thinking, like, man, I thought I could 1v1 Jump Bluff with Fort Knox, but nah, it just would Strength Sap me and keep healing up, unfortunately. Unless I crit. So at this point, I know I'm faster. I'm just going to go for Brave Bird. Because if Corsola comes in, it's going to take a bunch of hazards. Electivire finally goes down. And at this point, it's just down to the dang Corsola and the Jump Bluff, which, like I said, if I hadn't made that misplay earlier, I could have simply taken it out. A lot of misplays this game. If I'd have just thought about my moves better. So they send out Corsola. And I can't afford to stay in here because this is my win con. Oh wait, I do stay in? That's crazy. I really risked this whole game. I thought they might switch, I guess. I don't know. I figured I could 2 a KO and they wouldn't do much to me. But they're going to hit me with a power gem, which is going to take me out. So, risking the game, but I knew that they would take more hazards, I guess, to cancel. But then they have leftovers as a thing. I was like, well, I've seen the moveset on this Jumpluff, so I'm pretty sure that I can finish it off with a Rock Tomb. So, I'm just going to go for Rock Tomb in case they try to switch out. And they stay in with Corsola. I'm going to hit him with the Rock Tomb to take it out. Now it all comes down to it. The Jumpluff versus the Breloom at incredibly low health. So Jumpluff comes in, and I know that it doesn't have acrobatics or anything like that, so its only attacking move it can go for on me is U-turn. So it goes for the U-turn, and we live on 5 HP, and we take it out with the Rock Tomb. That is, gee, I thought I lost, honestly, guys, here. I thought I misplayed. But Breloom Bloomgang was able to take it out at the last minute. So, another win for your boy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and get ready for more Wi-Fi battles on YCL and FPL. Bye-bye.